Oh, hi, Internet. Hello, Internet. It's Eric Arnold. It's 5 of midnight on Super Tuesday. Super Tuesday, whatever day that is. The 4th, the 5th, the 3rd. I don't know. I'm losing track of the dates. Whatever Super Tuesday is, in 5 minutes it'll be Not So Super Wednesday. And then we'll have that. At any rate, we had 13 games for you tonight. Got a handful of games for you tomorrow. Another poor night. I almost hate to say this, but I almost think we're calling a bottom here. I think we're almost ready to call a bottom on this just terrible run we've been on. For everybody that's basically just taking whatever I say and betting the opposite. And if you've been doing that, God bless you, you've made some money, because we have been shit, and on top of shit. Calling me shit over the last 3 weeks probably is insulting shit. So it's been that bad. And I got no one to blame but myself. I just, that's the beauty of handicapping, beauty of gambling. At the end of the day, it's you, man. It's you. It's all you. You can kick the dog, you can curse, you can do whatever you want to do, but you're the one that did it. No one else did it. God didn't do it, you did it. So 5-7, one tie here on Tuesday night. Mississippi State never in it, loss. Central Michigan never in it, loss. About the only silver lining, if you want to call it that, our top-rated play, Texas Arlington. They came home a winner. What was that score? 78-64. So a relatively easy winner. I've had so very, very precious few of those over the last 3 weeks. Eastern Michigan never in it, loss. Miami of Ohio hung close and lost, but they got the cover, win. North Carolina winner. Now here's some of the reasons why I'm almost thinking, well, let's finish up here and then I'll tell you my thought there. Carolina, they won by 10, winner. Milwaukee, they were winning the whole way, and they just couldn't hang on. Losing the game, losing the cover, loss. Cleveland State never in it, loss. Toledo never in it, loss. Appalachian State managed to cover the 2 and get the win, winner. Iowa State, they were tie, 77-71 West Virginia. Probably lucky to get a tie. West Virginia, clearly the better team there. Iowa never in it. They took the night off. Purdue, I guess, figured they needed that game. They went out and got the win outright. And then Texas wins 52-51 at Oklahoma. Now here's my thought. A couple of these games I just kind of went, the model says play this, and the model has just been just getting hammered with this thing. It doesn't make sense. It's not working. Whatever was happening in the past is not happening now. And I just almost like, I'm just ready to scrap the whole goddamn thing and just use my, just think. Just try to, where's my bat? I guess I took the bat in the house. Just pick the bat up and just try to start to think it out as to what's going to happen, because that's what I did with this Texas game. It just didn't make sense. It's like Oklahoma, Texas is playing so well right now, and you're going to take Oklahoma, who you saw at least once this year, and they didn't impress you. North Carolina, same way. That team is playing so much better now than they were earlier in the year. I let the model just do what it wanted to do up at Syracuse. And of course, Carolina killed Syracuse, and I took the L. But now maybe I'm starting to, go with what I feel a little more on a few of these games, this being one of them, this being another one of them. And maybe that's where I'm ready to call a bottom. I got to scrap the goddamn model anyway, because it picks all road teams, and we're about to get into the tournament, and there'll be a lot of neutral sites. So the thing will be useless anyway. So I'm trying to, the season's almost over. So, I'm going to have to start getting my mind around a totally different deal here with baseball. I saw one plus today, excuse me. Clear my throat. Apparently Major League Baseball is still going forward, situation normal as far as the virus goes, so that's good. I mean, I don't know that we need to tie ourselves in knots over the virus. Really, it's going to do what it's going to do. Frankly, I kind of think it's left the station already, and it's going to do whatever it's going to do. And shutting down the whole country with hopes of stopping the thing is probably pointless. My answer on that might change tomorrow, but that's just how I feel at midnight on Wednesday, on Not So Super Wednesday. At any rate, I'm talking in a circle here, and you want to hear my 6 picks, which are over there. You can just read them, take your screenshot and just read them. I don't think the virus is going to be the end of the world. They said that last night. 10 being end of the world, I called it 6 or 7. But I do just think this is going to be something. You know, it's not going to be H1N1. It's not going to be SARS. This is going to affect you. It's going to affect your life in some fashion in the next 6 months, I think. Oh, I don't think it's going to end your life. I don't think that's going to happen. But in some way, shape, or form, the thing is going to probably impact you. So let's hope it isn't that severely, and let's hope nobody you know gets impacted that severely or sick or what have you. So we'll cross our fingers, see how it goes. And get ready for a good baseball season. You know, that's coming up here, and I intend to be here all summer picking baseball games. I really don't know much at all about baseball handicapping. I've done it now a couple of years, and I haven't been very good at it. I'm still looking for the magic formula in baseball, just like I am college basketball. I thought I was pretty good at college football and the NFL. So those two, you know, I kind of have those sitting aside saying, okay, I'm pretty good at these. I've done it with those. I've won with college football. I've won with the National Football League. I'm trying to teach myself college basketball and baseball. Obviously, still a work in progress. Tomorrow, these are all, these are all model picks. So feel free to bet the opposite. I haven't had time to sit and think about these games. Part of my time's been spent trying to figure out what's wrong with the model. I'm trying to is this wrong? Am I calculating that wrong? I watched the video last night. I'm making stupid, simple little math mistakes. I think I told you the flu was 40 times more deadly than the normal flu. I think the math works out where it's actually 25 times more deadly. See, that's why I can't win. I make stupid little math mistakes. That was bothering me too. 10 videos ago, I told the story about the Russians in 1976 coming to Philadelphia, and I told you Ed Van Impe owned the Flyers. Obviously, Ed Van Impe did not own the Flyers. Ed Van Impe was a defenseman and then a color guy on TV. Ed Snyder owned the Flyers. I guess this is what happens when you get older. I had an uncle from 1980. He was not my blood uncle. He married into the family late. So from 1980 to the year 2000, around thereabouts when he died, he got my brother and I mixed up for 20 years, just never got it right. He would always call me Mark and he'd call my brother Eric, and just 20 years, never got it right. So I guess that's what happens when you get older, and I guess it gets worse. I'm not sure that bodes all that well for my handicapping, but all right. Let's let's see, St. Louis out of the A-10. I actually like this game. I mean, they're playing George Mason. George Mason is just nothing special. And St. Louis has been on a roll. They've played pretty well here the last 4, 5, 6 games in a row. They're only laying 2.5. That's a game St. Louis should win easily. Texas A&M, if I had a few more moments to think about this, I might just flip it around. That's stupid. It's a bad pick. I mean, they haven't been close in any of these games. I've played them all year long, and they've lost all year long for me. It's just not a very good team. We'll take them, 12.5. There's Manhattan. They're +7. I have no idea why. It's in the Metro. Let me think. They're playing. Pressure's crushing me. I can't get it. Ryder. They're playing Ryder. Fairfield 9. They're getting 9 from Monmouth. I guess that's just one of those where it's like 9 points. How bad is Fairfield? 9 points. UTEP, my model was jumping all over that one. I don't know why. They're 2-point favorites at Middle Tennessee State. Yummy. I mean, it seems like late in the year here, these road teams are just playing so tired and shitty. Of course, I got all road teams, as I always do. So, probably that's me. I have looked for a historical link to that, and I just have not found it. In other words, road teams, do they play worse late in the regular season because they're tired? And I have not found it. That's what it sure feels like to me. That's what's going on. But I can find no historical link to it, no rationale as to why are you tired this year when you weren't tired the last 10 years in a row. If somebody has an answer for that, please leave it in the comments. And then finally, Northwestern. They suck. It's a terrible team. Wisconsin's one of those sneaky good teams, but they don't score that much. 13.5 points. That's another thing I think I'm doing wrong, is that these point spreads I don't know are reflective of what the score's going to be. You get widely varying scores in these games where some of these conferences just play absolutely no defense, and 10 points is just like not that much. But here you go, Wisconsin, who's going to score maybe 60, 65 points. 13.5 points is a lot of points. So, especially in a game like that, that one feels okay to me. That one feels okay. The St. Louis game feels okay. I'm just throwing 2 stars on all of these just because that's about the percentage the model put on all of them. But I definitely kind of like the Northwestern and the St. Louis game. The rest can go hang. The SEC, for example, that seems to be a conference where it's defense optional. And Texas A&M with their 12.5, I don't know that's going to be enough. I watched them play against Kentucky, and I thought, well, these guys don't play any defense at all. They played some later in the game, but early it was like, it was a Kentucky shooting open shot festival. At any rate, some nights I come out here and I got so much stuff I want to talk about, and I can't even keep it all straight. And then there are nights like tonight where I really don't have that much to say. I guess Joe Biden's going to have a big night tonight, believe it or not. I found that hard to believe. I thought that guy was dead. Figuratively, I didn't really think he was dead. It looks like he's going to be the nominee. Biden versus Trump. And then with Trump, with this virus thing going on, it almost feels like this could be Biden's year. I mean, he could win. I'll have to think about whether I think that's good or not. We'll think about that one. Anyway, all right. right, that's all I got for you. We kind of stagnated here as far as like the videos and the subscribers and the views. No doubt it's a function of, like I said, it's a function of the wins and losses. The wins now are down around 51.5%. I mean, shit, what's the point in coming here to see me, pick losers? And I don't think I'm so entertaining that you want to come here just to hear me talk. Sadly, oh well, I think it still, is providing value for me. That's the main thing. It's forcing me to be honest about my handicapping abilities. When I'm doing it practice-wise, on a sheet of paper, I always just kind of felt that was just fool's gold, that it wasn't real. That's like, it said that when you do this for real, whether you tell people the picks or you bet them yourself, all of them, it's just not going to go the way you were, the way it was going in practice. It's just going to be different somehow, and I don't know how, but it just will. So right now it's different. We're losing. We never lost like this in practice. Like I said, people don't start out in the major leagues. They work their way up through the minors. I'm not sure where I'm at right now. Probably single A ball. I guess they give those kids like $30 a day to eat. So I guess I'll go $30 a day. I don't know if I can even afford to go over to Burger King. They got that Whoppers 2 for $6, I think. I could probably afford that. I'd have to drink water though. Wouldn't get a soda. All right, well, that's all I got for you. So we'll talk to you probably tomorrow. I'll probably freeform some picks tomorrow. Probably fucking just throw that model away and just start freeforming some picks and just see what happens. Just to see what happens. All right, very good. Have a good night. Eric Arnold, good gambling. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. There you have it.